Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. Hi, Chris. Hi, Toast Boy. Hi, no, that's just two. Alright. So I guess I was gonna start with fusing, but I probably shouldn't. So I'll just put on auto-clicking on the background, and we'll go with that. Hi, Sean, Goosey, Adiz, Pranav, Ganasham, Bella, Muse. I swear. Music is too loud sometimes. Okay. So at the start of the final day, I'm at like 3,300. No, 3,000. This account, I think, is not gonna make it to Lorelei for... Dang it, go away. I think this account is not making it to Lorelei for free. Oh, it might, actually. It might. At the last hour, it might do it. Hey, Willie. So with auto-clicking, I think it'll make it. Nice. Yeah, Sean, they leaked the details. Hey, Willie and Ronald. Okay, let me put up the picture first. I should have done that. I should have done that. That's my bad. You're only at 3,000? So before we start... It's not a leak, even. Leak is not the word we use. So this is the new hero. Hey, Jacob and Nathan. This is the new hero. This is Azathoth, the new Hell Cleric. It looks like he's pretty good. He does damage based on their healing. He banishes one of their heroes at the start of the battle, and he prevents healing. Hey, benefits. So he looks like he could be he could be a little bit interesting, but we're gonna have to see. And it just means that because he's coming soon, it's not a bad idea to skip Themis this time. Willie 3,000 with pre-event idling. I'm only at 3092. But if you also remember, higher VIP does give you a little bit. So maybe it did need to be that is the difference, because, well, 2 hours of idling is only, what, 20 difference? Like, if VIP 0 gets 8 hours, VIP 4 or 5 gets 10 hours, that's only like an extra 20. Not even. So actually it's not... Hey, Debraj. I don't know. It feels like 3,000 only is way too low. Hey, Sage. Hey, Azim. Anuj, yes you can. Yeah, this is the new hero coming soon. Okay, there's a lot of text on the screen right now. That's kind of a cool picture of Loyal Chicken, actually. Hey, Amir. Nima, I'll close it in like 20-30 minutes. Low and heavy, I don't know. If stopping healing blocks revive, that may be pretty amazing. So we will have to see how it goes. Skuld or Valkyrie, depends what you need. If you still need damage, take Valkyrie. If you already have damage, then take Scold. Eyes looks more viable. Why is that? Eyes are twice the cost. And Eyes will not get you Azathoth. Only keys. Maquina, if you have use for that. Thirst Quencher? I disagree. My alt has 33 something as well. High VIP didn't save you all that much. Saved you $5 at most. AG, for now, most people that submitted will get critiqued. Alright, so anyway, that's that. I'm going to just set up this auto-click to go. And shall we begin? So I have the list of everybody that submitted last round. And if you submitted last round, you are not eligible to submit this time. Uh-oh, where did my thing go? Come back. So you are not eligible to be critiqued if you submitted last round. Alright, so this is Muse. We will hey, Rita. Willie, Azathoth will not be available in Miracle Eyes. Period. Never. Themis has never been a Miracle Eye reward yet, and it will follow the same path with Azathoth. Pranav, no, you will not, actually. The ceremony gives you, what, 780? 780, yeah. So you'll only make it to 780 by doing it. You won't make it. You will not be even close. So that's very low, actually. Alright, so we'll start with Muse. And so I have the whole list of Reda, it's a Hell Cleric. Alright, so he asks 6 of 9, Lorelei Skull. I would say Valkyrie. This frame is the Peaks frame for winning 10 rounds of Peaks without losing 10 times. He could be interesting in Peaks because healing is so hard to stop. He could single-handedly make assassins and stuff viable now. Someone named Big Brain sent me a DM for his team. That is not eligible. It must be in the channel. Luffy, auto-clicking is basically, if you look at what I'm doing right now, I'm not touching it. It's just constantly tapping on the screen. And this gets you extra resources for 500 waves worth. I just realized I'm using the wrong pet here. And it gets extra. Alright, so we're starting with Muse. Muse asks who should he buy between Lorelei, Scold, Phoenix, or Lorelei, Scold, Valkyrie, or Lindbergh. I would think Valkyrie. You've got a tank going. Valkyrie is solid. Scold would be a little bit wasted right now because you've got all these other heroes that are going to die first. So I would say, yeah. So this team, huh? This is pretty solid. Amir, for now, everybody... We'll say that everybody that did it now should be able to get in. We will see. 7.5, 8? I mean, this is a team that's actually quite hard to stop. So what we rate Muse now will determine what I rate Unity going forward, and I think it's going to be 8. I think good Unity is going to be 8 now. So I think... Who does Detlef hit? Detlef hits Freya. So if you fight a Detlef, he possibly could kill you, or he possibly will be useless. If he doesn't kill Freya turn 2, you win. If he does, you're probably screwed. Unless they also have a... Depending on what they're second. If Detlef hits Verthandi, that could be bad. If he kills Verthandi, he will get energy and then kill Freya the next turn. So that's actually a... Detlef is just scary. Ditch Ultima. Ultima's not there to tank. There's a reason that that Pogi or Steven is still using Verthandi. Pranav, keys will not get you Azathoth, or eyes will not get you. What? Pranav, you are very, very backwards. Azathoth will be in the key event reward, not eyes. You are completely backwards there. Okay, moving forward. Do you buy 5,000 secret treasure package? Waiting for 10-star fodder for Phoenix. Okay. Gujen, remember, Freya only... He says that he hits Verthandi first, unless Freya lands a Petrify. And then Freya will go higher. That could be very different when they're both at 300. Right now, they are not. So right now, it's controllable, and by the time they're maxed, he will have new T4s to work with, so I don't think it's a problem. Alright. 5,000 secret treasure package. So Willy, are you low on flags? I mean, flags is just... Flags is the whole point. If you think that you're going to start running out of flags, buy it. If not, don't. But it's very risky at your point, because you're going to struggle to buy pretty much anything else moving forward if you're that broke. I hate going that broke. Energy. Pranav. Oh my god. Azathoth hath just been announced. He will be in next key event. If you are skipping this key event for Themis, it means you will have enough keys next time to pull 2 rounds for Azathoth. That's the whole point. If you're buying Miracle Eyes just so that you can use them next round, you can do that. That's fine. But that has nothing to do with Azathoth not being the next key reward, because he will be. Absolutely. Okay. Anyway, energy on Aegina or Phoenix. Definitely Aegina. Aegina first, because energy makes her a lot more reliable in damage. You use it on Phoenix after most of the rest of your team has energy already, so that Phoenix burns them all and enables all the rest of your team to do 30% extra damage on their first skill. So if you have energy on Freya, Chesia, Aegina, Valkyrie, who else? Kurt. Then you can give energy to Phoenix. If you don't, and you are working with something else, then you keep the energy off of Phoenix for now. You're at 300 now. You can expect to get 350 every 3 weeks. That's your estimate. So by the next round, you'll have maybe 650. Sage, I would prefer you do just one at a time. So if you can pull 1 round now, by next event, you'll be able to pull 2 rounds. That's it. That's pretty much the standard going average rate. Okay. So this team is, his heroes all level 3. His heroes are level 3 just to bump them up on the list. Otherwise, they would get lost among all the rest of the 5 stars. I don't know why 3. Maybe he accidentally leveled someone else to 2. But this is more of his own sorting algorithm. Hey, Michael. T4 Themis is good. Alright, so in this order, I would swap Freya and Dro. Actually, no, it doesn't matter, huh? Ultima's never going to fire. You know what? This is fine. The order is fine. Phoenix dies quickly at T2. I don't think this Phoenix helps you with energy too much. Red X, if you posted, I might get to it later. You have to wait in line. I don't think Phoenix helps. Just keep Eye of Heaven. And Verthandi is 100% always a better pure tank than Phoenix is. Always. So you have a high Verthandi, you have a high Phoenix, Verthandi is the tank. Never ever use Phoenix as tank when you have Verthandi. But this Phoenix shouldn't be dying that fast. Not compared to the rest of the team. Certainly should be 3rd or 4th to die. But he's, hey Roses, but he's also very low level, so there is that. Alright, so rating this team. Do we also give this an 8? Nandu, your petition is accepted and denied. $8 or $8.5. I feel it. Okay, we'll say 8.5. No, we'll say 8. Yeah, we'll say 8. I mean, the idea is that his priority is right, and if he is facing against other people on the same level, he's going to perform about the same as Muse does. Okay. So, next is MT. Samu, next key event is Themis, not Azathoth. Azathoth is coming eventually. We don't know when, but most likely next round. Hey, Shubin. 10-star Phoenix or Dro first? I say Phoenix. Alright, whoops. Stop! Okay. Huh. Okay. Man, it hurts to see T4 so under-leveled, and yet there's nothing you can do about it. Roses, most of the people that would get a 10 have spent so much on the game that they don't need a critique. Like, the teams that are going to get a 10 are so hard to get that you have to have spent a lot of money to get there. And those people generally won't come to these streams. Rosvi, instructions are right here. Gujen, I have no idea. I really have no idea. Red X, the invite still works. So I don't know. Maybe you are not logged in correctly. Oh wait, where is my invite going? Come to think of it. It's possible my invite goes to a bad channel. I know it still works though. Fodder Ultima? You can. Ultima is someone that only late game people should think about. Alright, let's see here. Server settings, invites. No, it goes to general. It should still work. I think we are going to need to see him in action. I don't think he could be really good anti-cleric, but unfortunately we don't know enough. Dave, I probably will, but that's next month, not next week. Alright, so this team is actually quite good. You've got 1 Skuld, 1 Phoenix. Alright, so you're just waiting on fodder. They're probably waiting for Fuse to reset. Okay. Honestly, focusing on Phoenix is fine. Fodder Lindbergh, I wouldn't. I think Lindbergh has potential. I don't feel like... I don't think he will be as good for Den of Secrets as Freya. I think that he's going to be strong, but I don't think he's going to be as easily usable. But we can't predict anything because just like they described him doesn't mean anything. The way that they described Mulan made it sound like she was going to do some crazy stuff after the update, and she doesn't. You know? The way that they described Shud Mel's update made us think she was going to be amazing, and she wasn't. Same for Mars, and he wasn't. So wait and see with Azathoth. Just wait and see. Alright, so I would give this team an 8 too. I think this is a great team. Your direction is good. It looks like you're focusing on Phoenix, which is great. But there's no real... You're just looking for copies at this point. Aegina would be great, though. I just like Aegina so much. But she's hard to use without Skuld, so maybe save her until after you have Skuld finished. Themis is very strong, but she is not a Unity hero at all. Therefore, she is not advised for early players to pull because you can't get full use out of her. She really needs Skuld. Or she doesn't need Skuld, but Skuld helps her a lot. Alright, so MT is good. Next is the Lindbergh. We can conspiracy all we want. I prefer to wait and see. Is Bale good at 10? He needs Skuld. At 10 stars, he needs Skuld 100%. Without Skuld, he's trash. Huh. Didn't I rate Lindbergh low last time? This is a good team. Minus Medusa, but this is actually a quite solid team. 7.5. Solid Unity. No major flaws. Medusa is perfectly fine at this level. Bale is kind of weak, but whatever. Gujen, no. Only the specifically squishy heroes need Skuld. Aegina needs Skuld. Chesia needs Skuld. Bale before T4 needs Skuld. Kurt needs Skuld. But Valkyrie doesn't. Detlaf kind of doesn't. Lorelei doesn't. Hey, Eskval. You know, not all heroes need it. Only the ones that are very powerful but very squishy. Hey, Lexon, good to hear. Benjamin, you can't use Themis yet. Just skip. Alright, so I'll give this a 7.5. The point is that Skuld helps everyone. Period. That's not up for argument. Skuld is really good, but does Detlef need Skuld in order to be amazing? No. He's got decent crit rate on his own. You can always give him a giant lizard or a dragon ring. You can give him a crit rate rune. You can help him. He doesn't need Skuld alone. He can get crit rate from other sources. Alright. So this was Lucio Sucio. Low and heavy, remember the critique has nothing to do with your heroes, your hero level, more in your team composition. Victor, when you have two very squishy heroes, the problem is that if they both die, only one gets revived. So if you have Bale and Aegina before 10 star or before T4, it's possible that you'll kill one of them, they'll revive, they'll fire, the other one will die and never get to fire. Squishy means that you can squish them with your hands. You can kill them very, very quickly because they have low health, low defense, low health. All right. Yeah, okay. Leveling priority, I would actually do Verthandi first. Valkyrie with Gaia Bulga is very good. Hey, Butterfly and Eon. And Nima, I don't agree, because I've used Detlef in Planet Trial plenty of times without Skuld and without Phoenix, and maybe not without Phoenix, but no, I've used him without Phoenix and he does fine. He can still carry your team without them. Alright, so this is a solid team, but if you had to pick priority on who to level first, I would say Verthandi. Verthandi is just the most... Once you've got her, you focus on her, because she will be your difference in losing or not. Her return damage is just amazing, and as a tank she just does a very good job. And high trollcraft. So definitely keep Verthandi going. Yeah, Wukong, I saw. I shared the picture earlier. Okay, so this team, to rate it, Aswin Medusa is trash above 10 stars. Absolutely trash. I feel like this can be a solid rate. 8. I think 8 means you've got a very good unity team and you've got a core. You've got a very good core for moving forward. Low and heavy, I found the timer didn't help for me too much. I was still spending a similar amount of time anyway. High Dadit. Did I pronounce that wrong? Albus, Skuld is way better. Classics, you might still be okay on time. I just have to move a little bit faster. Guillerme, thanks for reading. Oh, hey Birdie. Okay, so if you can buy Lorelei and you need her, or you can buy Skuld and you need her, they are way better options than buying Keys or Eyes. A guaranteed hero versus a gamble is always a better option. Skuld is way better, but it's going to depend on who you have more copies of. and how much you want to spend, obviously. Alright, so wait, where's the team? Do I have the team? Here's the team. Oh man, this is not going to show up. It did show up. Okay, there, we made it show up. Hey Sean. Alright, Albus, if you want one copy, I think you should get Scold. She's going to be too critical moving forward to not get every copy you can try to get. Lorelei is solid, yes. Easier to get. She's been available in more events. I think you should get Scold. Mad Empire description is right up here. Oh, wait. That's actually not right at all. Oh, no, it is. Okay, so this team, 7.5. Just because he doesn't have a solid tank. It's a good team. I hope he manages to build on it. But moving forward from here is very, very difficult. He doesn't have enough fodder to work with. Probably is low on everything, but so it's solid. It's solid. But man, he's got, wow, you got Kurt, Themis. I would say that actually making all of these heroes 9 stars early hurts. Yeah, Samu, I take critiques at all levels, even if you have a 5-star team. Hey, Karthik. I would say it hurt to make all these because these heroes are only usable for honor, whereas you could have been putting all of this fodder into buffing up these heroes. But you know what? That's hindsight. You have no idea how many copies you're going to get and how you're going to be able to build. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. All right. What? Oh, I like this song. Robert Chacon. Hold on. I'm going to save this song for myself. Alright. Alright, so this is Thirst Quencher. Let's see here. And you asked, when do you go off Ara? You can't go off Ara. The only time you go off Ara... Oh, a high Hungry Dro. The only time you go off Ara is when you've got double Phoenix or double Skuld along with one of the Ultra Power heroes, which is Kurt, Themis. Or you've got something with like double Lorelei with a plan. You are not ready to go off Ara. In general, right now, double Phoenix is the only reason to go off Ara. Double Phoenix plus... You don't have anyone that's worth it yet. It's pretty much just Kurt, Themis are the only ones that are worth it at this time to go off Ara for. Potentially Bale. So, you're not there yet. So as of right now, this is as good as it gets. This is basically a perfect Unity team. Hey, Kimara. So you would be pulling Heaven and Hell to try and build up a second Skuld, convert maybe for a second Phoenix and a Kurt. Pretty much you're just trying to just get stronger at this point. But you've got as good as it gets. T3 lore over T4 Dro? Absolutely. Absolutely. Especially this Dro is Kurt trash. I would never say he's trash, but he's very hard to use. Gujin, I'm gonna try. So we'll give this an 8.5. This is Dro. It's possible. Dro was already being phased on the way out. If Azathoth really stops her, we'll see. But Dro is also very easy to get. Azathoth will not be. There's not that many T4 Themises out there right now. Just think about that. So it's not like everybody and anybody is going to have an Azathoth and make all the Dros useless. That's not going to happen. It'll be the whales that were already #1 anyway. Those will be the ones you worry about. Alright. Lorelei does damage, Dro does not. That's not really a comparison. Dro's damage is very low. Her healing is more where she shines. And her cleric stun. Hey Magren. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna lock down the channel. So, one sec. Let's lock down the channel. Okay, so that is locked. I saw somebody was trying to type, and sorry you were too late. Phoenix is very good with speed. The only time to not use speed on Phoenix is when you are experimenting with something new. When you've already reached like the pinnacle of what he can do and you're just looking for something new to do. Then you can use something like Defense Break or Dodge or something else. Proyecto, you are 37 minutes late. I doubt I'm going to get to every team that was submitted today. Alright, so this is Stevie Jones. Alright, so we'll guess the team. Oh. Lexon, you have fun thinking up new skills, don't you? I skipped you, Rohit? Did I? Oh, I did. You're right. You're right. I'll do you next. It's because Thirst Quencher was... his pictures were out of order. But you're right. I'll do you next. Where is your priority now? Like, who can you even build at going forward? So you're just throwing in random stuff to fill in the aura. I mean, the best is to work on is Lorelei, but you don't have you don't even have enough to build a 10-star of her. Oh wait, you do. You have enough to build 10-star Lorelei. 1 Themis, 4 Aegina, 5 Aegina, 2 Phoenix. Oh, TP, what is this? What is this? Oh, that hurts. Well, you can't fix that for a little while yet. You'll be able to fix it once the update comes. Okay. Once the update comes, you'll be fine. Aswin, you are too late. You should have submitted. You had over 30 minutes to submit. Okay. So, this will be able to be fixed when the update comes. You might be able to reset 6 or... No. Yeah, you'll have to take it to 7 and then reset. Okay, let's see here. Building an elf. Take Lorelei. You're going up to 10 stars. Hey, Azanim. Phoenix, you've got enough to go to 10 for now. No, wait. No, you don't. You have enough to go to 9. Doesn't matter. Work on Phoenix. So, which one would I do first? I would do Phoenix first. It's probably going to take you a while to amass all of the fodder to work on Phoenix. So, work on Phoenix. You can work on both of them simultaneously. You can start fusing the Lorelei now, and don't worry about leveling her. Qatar, once the update lands, you will be able to break down 7 stars to fodder and get your copies back. Oh my god, Tien, why would you? Why would you? Oh, Tien, why would you do that? I need to do this real quick. Whoops, too big. Whoops, still too big. Oh my god. I feel like this needs to be somewhere like front and center. Do not pull first gold. It's front and center. If you want to gamble, just remember your chance of failing is very high. 4 more Themis. Do you pull 2 rounds for Themis? TP, if you save... Ronan, absolutely. If you can get Lorelei for $5, do it. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do this. Jaergi, I think it's like level 31. Okay. Stevie, if you pull 2 rounds for Themis, you will not be able to save up for 3 rounds of Azathoth if he's next. So there is the math is wrong for the way you were thinking about it. Roy, that's very expensive. I wouldn't do that. Print it on a piece of paper and tape it to my forehead? I should just put it over my face. Remove the Discord link. The Discord link is in a different place right now. Well, either way, this holds true regardless of whether or not Azathoth is good. 150 between now? I don't agree with that. You're gonna pull... So if you pull 2 rounds... Oh wait, that's 740. Oh, I see what you mean. Ritesh, I need this for people on Twitch that can't see it. Would I do that? Hi, Nyan. Oh, Jaergi, I don't know then. I thought it was above level 30. Okay. Then, Stevie, you know what? Let's look at the math this way. If you pull 2 rounds for Azathoth, you'll get 3 copies. You pull 3 rounds, you get 4 copies. I don't know. I think I would rather have Themis now. Because you're trading 1 copy of Themis for 1 copy of Azathoth. And they're both ridiculously hard to... They will both be very hard to get. Hey, Harsh. So you know what? I would pull all the way for Themis. You'll get 150 in time for next round to pull 2 rounds for Azathoth anyway. It'll be easy. So, yeah. My thought is that. Alright, team-wise, you've got a lot of trash in there, but... We'll give it a 7.5 for a solid core. With, honestly, no direction. TP, yeah, good luck with that. I mean, you could pull 1,000 eyes and get 0 Themis, so... Look at Bold. Bold has tried over 600 times for Themis and not gotten her at all. Alright, Ritesh. This is Hester fodder? Yes. Here is the reason why people do that. Let me show you. Where is my window? The reason that people level up heroes to 2 or 3 is, look at my order of the 6 stars. They are in order by faction, okay? And if I want to find someone, I gotta scroll down and look through, here's all my alliance, here's all my horde, here's all my elf, and so on. Now, if I level this Verthandi, do I have someone else I can do? No. If I level this Verthandi to level 2, just like that, just to level 2, look where she goes. Now, she is all the way at the top of the 6 stars. So I have all of these 5 stars here. If I want somebody to be at the top, like this, level of Themis, now Themis is all the way at the top of here. In general, people sort by level, so this is a way to see all of your copies all at once. Just to very quickly look at your bag without clicking anything, you can resort your bag by doing this. And now let's say I want someone to be here between Saizo and Verthandi. Is all I gotta do. Let's do well, let's just do a Mars, whatever. Now look at where Mars goes. He's up here again. So this just completely resorts my bag. Now I can change it, sort it by stars. I can change all of that. It depends how you want to do it, but doing this, you can see how I can sort my bag and put all the rare stuff up top. By doing this, now my bag is a freaking mess, but I'll figure it out. So, whatever. The point is just to resort your bag. Wait, did I have that off the whole time? No, it was right. I was showing this off. Okay. So, putting this back. Let me hit my timers real quick, and then we'll move on. Come on. Options, server, change. Not necessarily to show off rare ones, but to resort the rare ones so that they don't get mixed in with the common ones. More for your own sorting than anything else. Okay, so we'll leave this here. Alright, next is gonna be Rohit. I almost lost you again. Nyan when he comes out. He's not out yet. They just announced that his name and graphic. Hi, the every very. Alright. Rohit, weren't you rocking a T4 Medusa at one point? How did you get so strong? What the heck? That's not fair. Wait, what is your team? Why are you using Kurt? Who did you bench to make Kurt? See, by showing me this, I don't know what your team is. I don't actually know who you're using. Unity with Aegina. So you're using Unity with Phoenix, right? Who? God, everybody gets Kurt copies. What the hell? Alright, so Unity with Aegina. Kurt is for honor. Okay, so in that case, your team is great. Giant Lizard for Kurt? I don't think that he needs Giant Lizard amazingly. I don't think it's a huge buff for him. I'd probably rather give him Blood Metal. I don't know how good Kurt's base crit rate is. Does he need it as badly as... I don't think that he needs it as much. Let me see. So normal Kurt has base... Oh, he's got 30% crit? How? Is it from Guild Tech? Is it Guild Tech? Mages get 30% crit rate. Thanks, Everyvery. It's been a long path. Yeah, it is Guild Tech. Huh. But I don't think crit rate is as big for him. Kurt at T4 buff mage crit rate? I don't know. I don't have a Kurt to tell you. You have energy on Phoenix and Freya. I would take it off Phoenix to put onto Freya. I would... These glasses, they're not new. I think I've had them for years. Okay, someone named Huziev is messaging me. I'm sorry, your team will not be critiqued on stream. If it's not in the channel, it's too late. So I would put the energy on Aegina and Freya and then Skuld. Phoenix is not as required for this team. You don't have enough burst to make Phoenix energy be worth it yet. Oh my god, low and heavy. That's crazy. Alright, so this team gets an 8.5. Jairgi, but nobody should be using Kurt without double Phoenix or Scald. Or double Scald or something. Hey, Tetio. Yeah, Rohit, I'm saying you should take it off Phoenix. And put it on Freya and Scald. By doing that is to help Valkyrie be able to fire on turn 2. That's the goal. Hey, Sang. But then again, because Scald is so slow, it may not matter as much. Hey, Nova Drago. Okay, you know what? Try it on Scald. Try taking it off Phoenix and putting it on Scald and Freya. And if that doesn't work out for you, take it off Scald and put it back on Phoenix. Scald may be too slow for it to matter. Next T4 second Freya. You know, I wouldn't actually recommend that. I would rather you build someone who can also tank for you in your second honor team. UV, I don't think you're up next. It's fully in order in the channel. You can clearly see yourself who is ahead of you. Thrax most likely in the next key event. I would think Monkey King's a good option as an honor choice. If UV is domination, then he's next, but I don't think he is. I would think your next T4 should be a tank, Rohit. That's my thoughts, because right now your honor team, you have nobody that's a tank, and that's just kind of wasteful. So that would be the direction I go. Okay, low and heavy is domination, so UV is not next. A cat hero? You've got Shoot Mel with her skin. That's the only one you need. T4, Scald or Dro? Probably Scald. But if they're your first T4... Oh, Scald is a trash first T4. I wouldn't do that. Honestly, if your first T4 is one of those two, I would wait. Try to make someone else, because those two are not the ones to do. Alright, next is domination. Monkey King is going to be crazy good, by the way. In honor, he helps so much. Alright, wait. So this is low and heavy. Wait, what's your team? Oh, here we go. You sent... Wait. Okay, low and heavy, which team do you want? I'm only going to do one. Do you want me to do this one or the second one? It is your call. Alright, we'll do this one then. Yeah, Tetio, Scald does no damage. Dro also does no damage. So having them be your first T4, sacrificing the rest of your team for that to do no damage at all, you'll lose. You'll lose to absolutely everyone. Alright, Unity. Oh man, that means you're using a 6-star Aegina. Dro, okay, Tetio, answer me this. If Dro is your first T4, who are you trying to heal? Are you trying to heal your 10 stars who are going to die on turn 1? Because you can't heal someone that's not alive. Let me tell you that. And let's say you make Skuld first. What's she going to do? She's going to revive your 10 stars that die on turn 1. That is not useful either. If their first T4 is like a Verthandi or a Detlaf or a Freya, Dro is dead. Skuld is dead. They do no damage. Although Freya would need to get lucky to win that. Freya is not a one-on-one style hero. But if they have Valkyrie, oh man, Dro is in trouble if they have Valkyrie. Hey Ark, okay, let's see here. So you're using Unity with that. Man, you've got a 6-star Aegina and a 9-star Grand. Oh man, what would I do with this team? And you have 29 gems. Okay. Okay, let us see here. Alright, so low and heavy, you have one option, which is to fodder the Medusa or the Grand now and make Freya, focus on Freya, or you push hard and you make Verthandi your first T4. Either one of those is a good choice. You've got 2 fodder here. Taking one of these to T1 will be big. Much bigger than maintaining Unity at a 9-star level. So I would say that would be your goal. Focus all of your resources. Fodder shoot if you have to. It's more than just taking Freya to 10. Remember that you're aiming to take her to T4. That means foddering everybody you got. Benefits, but what we're saying is focusing on a T4 is way more important. He doesn't have the resources, but making Verthandi T1 or Freya T1 rather than evening out the whole team to 9 and 10 stars is a better option. Once you've got T1s, the 9 stars kind of fall away as being useless anyway. So that would be the goal. Whoever you want to focus on first, be it Verthandi or Freya, try to focus only on them and take them as high as you can. Either one is a good option. Nyan, have you seen solo Verthandi in action? Her reflect damage kills. It really, really kills. Yeah, Jaergi, she's one of the best. One of the best early game, and she's still good late game. Butterfly, we're not comparing T1 to 10 star, we're comparing T1 to 9 star. And if you've got to make a choice between having 2 10 stars and 1 T1 and a 9 star, I'd rather have the T1. Alright, so, as a rating, 6.5. If you're closer to Freya, take Freya. She's a very solid first T1. And you've also got Phoenix, so you've got a tank already. Phoenix can tank for you while you build Freya, and that'll be totally fine. So we'll give this a 6.5. It's not bad. This is actually not a bad team. It needs help because you've got 3 junk heroes. But you've got a solid start here. Okay. So, next is God knows who. Does he really know who? Are you sure he knows who? He, she, it. The biggest plus of doing this team critique, and you may see this as wrong, but seeing all of these teams become this, rather than seeing all of the people that made their first T4s, Medusa, Shude, Worse Heroes, knowing that people are learning enough to take similar directions when that direction is the known best direction is a really good sign. So you know what? Even though a lot of these teams look the same, it means that people are making smarter choices, and that's something that I think really needs to be encouraged and congratulated. And, you know, I'm glad to be a part of that, even if it is a little cookie cutter. Ark, I don't really want to answer complicated team questions on chat while the stream is going on. Okay, Abhishek, is this you? Wait, who is this? Who is God knows who? Hi, Anonymous. Greynox Reaper is a very strong first T4. Very, very hard to stop. Wait, what? When did you post, Nima? No, you did not get skipped. You are not there yet. You are actually next. Okay, so first energy on Freya, second energy on probably Aegina, but it's not a major change. Oh, are you dirty, Teddy? Teddy's dirty. Pain, not today. I did peaks on Monday. Flint, by taking someone to a higher star, all the heroes that you destroy to take the hero to a higher star is the fodder. Energy on Lorelei. Would I penalize a full 10-star team for bad prioritizing? Yes and no. It depends on what they did, on what they do. Nope, Nima. On my screen, your pictures are behind him too. Anonymous Kurt is very bad without Skuld. Do you guys want to see my chat right now? I can show you my chat. I mean, it doesn't matter because he's next, but take a look at this. Take a look at this. This is what I am looking at in chat right now. So, sorry Nima, but you are not first on my screen. Alright, so second energy probably on Aegina, but it's not a major factor. Anonymous, you are too late, unfortunately, but this would have been the direction. Discord link is below. And maybe for next time. Hi, Kirill. Alright, so energy on Lorelei. Merge server honor, you just got to get in the top 64. Sorry, Kirill, you're a little bit too late. I cut off already today. So, one more image. Okay. How far down? How far down are we looking? Really, really far down. If I go this far down, I'm not gonna be able to find anything. Way too far down. Alright. Anyway, second energy on Aegina. I want to go a little bit faster because I'm too slow. Yeah, Kirill, it's too many people submitted already. And we are like an hour in, so... Alright, so as a rating, we'll give this... We can give this an 8. It's very good. And honestly, top 64 is easy on a single merge server if you were placing highly already. A lot of people barely play. As long as you use up all your hits and win all of your hits, you should be able to get top 64. Unless you're on a really active cluster, in which case you're done. Drogenis, I usually stop within the first 30 to 35 minutes of starting the stream. Top 20 might be rough. You're going to start ending up placing over top 100. Steven, I can only hope that people see that post and correct the person that says that. I can only hope. Pyro, at that point, you're hoping for Phoenix's burst in damage, not for his energy. That 30%... The meta right now is moving towards burst, meaning... If your goal is to blow them up with all of your skills on turn 1, then you need Phoenix to fire before all those people to give them an extra 30% damage. That's it. Or you use Ultima, same thing. Gujen, I think they're about the same. Your arena rewards will be less. But after you've reached that, everything else is the same. Hey, Abdan. Alright, so this is Nima. So your choice is between Skuld and Freya? Oh my god. What a choice to have. What a choice to have. Jort, can I ban you? Because I know you would get them. You would get them in like 200 keys. If you make Skuld, Skuld has to be your tank. Even if you make Freya, Freya has to be the tank. I feel like you have no choice but to choose Skuld at that time. What do you guys think? I feel like it has to be Skuld. Hi, Hoodie. Thanks, Mad Empire. It has to be. I don't like saying that, but it has to be Skuld. You're keeping a 10-star tank when you're making T4s. He has no tank. His tank obviously can't be this low-level Phoenix. Lorelei is whatever. Daniel, I think you won't make it. You'll be like 40 short. So I would say Skuld. You could tank with Lorelei, but that's not amazing, to be honest. Lorelei is not really a tank. Darkness, top 64 is once you've merged. Once you're on a G server, then it's top 64. So, wow. It has to be Skuld. Abdon Valkyrie is not a tank. Khalil would be nice. Honestly, a 6-star Khalil would help this team more than this Phoenix. Ezekiel, it's pretty bad. Medusa, Mulan, Ripper are all pretty useless heroes. Okay. So here's the thing. Steven suggests throwing Scold later and throwing the trash up front. But if Scold is going to be the tank, then no. But if you can make a 6-star Khalil, that'll be better than this Phoenix. That is definitely true. Do you have one? These are Aurelia's, and who is this? Who is this hero? It is... No, I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out. It is Orc Swordmaster. 9 Khalil? Oh, okay. Then use the Khalil. Wait a minute. Isn't that even better for Khalil? Isn't his... 9 Khalil is even better. Because he gets a bigger buff on his skill. Alright, then use that. Now here's the silly part about that is... If you use Khalil... and Khalil dies first, Skuld revives him, and you don't get the buff. So do keep that in mind. Okay, I don't want to take team questions during team critique. And Darkness, it's actually not top 8. It's an average of top 8, but it is highest score across the servers. It could be up to 13 on your server, depending on what happens. It's not always top 8. Alright, so throw in Khalil. Assume your revive is wasted. If they have energy, your revive is wasted anyway, yeah. And everybody has energy now. Khalil without items. Oh, am I dirty too? Oh. Good boy. Aegina first, Khalil second, or Khalil in fourth? If you put Khalil first, it would be to sacrifice the 2 regular attacks. The first 2 regular attacks. And Khalil just wants to die anyway. So yeah, Khalil first, Skuld second, and then work off of that. But make Skuld your next T4, definitely. Alright, so if I was to rank this... 7.5? 7? 7? I could say 7.5. It's not bad. 5.5? No, it's higher than that. See, 5 is for basically people that are trying to go off aura and did it badly. 5 is decidedly average. Once you have Unity, almost by default, you are above average. But depending on how you built it. Abdon, use Lorelei. Full T4s at level 141? Oh, hell no. After Freya and Aegina, I would do Aegina. But Freya is going to help you more, probably. Freya is the safer bet, so go Freya. She is just safe by default. She is just easy. She will always have a use. But if you want to take on really hard stuff, Aegina helps a little bit more if you can retry more times. Okay, so Skuld first T4, then Freya, then... Oh god, by that point you would love to have Phoenix, but up to you. Depends on your luck. Okay, Cassio. Level 160 plus high VIP full T4. My god. Okay, Star Shards, Dro, and Freya. Speed runes, T1 speed. Best rune and artifact. Replaced rune for Lorelei. This is smart. Put your question on the photo. Mackenzie, I've given a 10 like 3 or 4 times. The thing is, most people that would get a 10 have put enough money into the game that they don't need so much advice. Alright, so here's the silly thing. Okay? Cassio. If you have speed on Dro, you are still slower than everybody. You're still slower than all the Skulls and everything. You've got 50 levels of speed to work with. You're losing like, what are you losing? 150, 200 speed between 250 and 300? I don't think that speed rune helps on Dro right now. Yes, she wants it, but it doesn't help her at this time. But since it's expensive to swap, it's too late. But I don't think T1 should be speed on Dro. Freya, you can if they've got that. 2 red skins being VIP 0. Red skins have been offered for free a few times. If he's old enough, you got 2 out of the achievements, and it was offered once in Secret Treasure. So if your account is slightly old enough, anybody could have gotten 3. Pogi, I'm gonna give you a 9.7 just to spite you. How do you know he's level 154? Oh, this picture, 154. Oh, I see, 154 here. Okay. Dro is quite useless on this team. Replaced for Lorelei and put the Star Shards on Phoenix, meaning Freya and Phoenix. Yeah, that's fine. Alvian, they reset it one time, which means anybody was able to get it twice. But that's only if you were playing before the achievement was reset, and if you had fulfilled the achievement at that time. So you did it, and then it reset, and you did it again. And all of that, and I still don't have Lorelei's skin. Okay, so Dro to Lorelei, great. Runes and artifacts, I mean, attack on Verthandi with gift. Speed and energy on Freya. Crit rate or death break on Detlef with whatever attack. Speed. You can put speed on Phoenix. It's your call. You kind of have to compare to the other teams to see, but speed is easy. Death break and Gaia Bulga or Gospel Song or Ragnarok with attack. Lorelei wants speed. She wants speed rune always, and the speed artifact depending on your opponents. Soul Torrent on Detlef is great. Soul Torrent with Death Break is a great combination, but you can also use crit rate if you want. Detlef is fine with both. Okay, so as a team, I'd say 8.5. We'll say 8.5. That's good. Ragnarok on Lorelei is fine, but it would be better on someone that does higher damage or that needs higher damage, like Valk. Valk is a good one too. Diek, really? Seriously? Really? Diek? Really? Really? Steven, I put up the picture earlier. It's still here. We talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the stream, but I ran out of room. Actually, I can just cover my face, right? Diek, you just answered your own question. If you want to gamble, do it, but we're going to laugh at you forever. But you can gamble all you want. It's just not smart. Artifact for Aegina, energy. Otherwise, you can use Soul Torrent. Mad Empire, I'm in California, the US, yes. Bone Grip on Phoenix feels like a waste. Oh, Steven, I had to fend off a lot of people speculating about him already. Hey, Quack. How do I pronounce that? Quoke? Quack? Alright, so this is Winged Weasel. I feel like I've already made the Wicked Weasel joke, so I won't do that again. Okay, yikes, okay. Instead of making all of these T2s, you could have had a T4 Verthandi. Bay Area? No, Los Angeles. Yikes. Yikes, and you phased out a Valkyrie. Oh, man. Jongs, I know that's a bad word. That's not nice. Yeah, Diek, and some people get 0 out of 500, so which do you think you are? So honestly, man, I don't even know how you fix this. I don't know what you have the copies for. Well, it's done is done. Take Verthandi out and use Valkyrie, and then who do you tank with? Tank with Skuld, I guess. I guess that's an option, tank with Skuld. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like being in this position. You have no tank. You have no good options. What the heck is up with my nose? Why is it always so itchy? Swapping Kurt for Phoenix, or Kurt for Valkyrie. But even then, you're still off Aura. Okay, well. Okay, so Verthandi is fine. I guess you gotta stay with off Aura for now. You will be at a disadvantage against people that did build an Aura, but... No, it's cat hair, usually. Teddy, it's your fault. You got cat hair in my nose. I don't know how you did it. Okay. As a team, it's okay. The thing about Kurt is if you don't have Phoenix to boost his damage, you're not going to one-shot them. But I guess you don't need to because you've got 2 other damage dealers. But who's going to die first here? I feel like Lorelei and Kurt both will die early. Pyro, his goal is to take Lorelei to T4. Yeah, I mean, he could. You could just phase out Verthandi entirely. Valkyrie is a much stronger support hero than you think. Lorelei is kind of a counter to a specific... She's an enabler / counter for the rest of the team. And if she's not high level, she can do none of that. So if he's going to go T4 with all of this, then that's kind of a different thing. Harsh, do remember that Aegina also silences the entire enemy team at 50%, which is a huge deterrent for a lot of death. All right, Pogi, I'm gonna agree with the idea of tanking Skuld and throwing back in Valkyrie. I think this team could support that. Maybe only if Valkyrie hits T2 or higher. I think Valkyrie is too big to lose. She really is too big to lose at this point. Hey, Benkapu and Naif. Man, this is a tough one. You say take Lorelei out? I guess so. If they're the same level, then why not? Here's the goddess off Skuld. Throw on HLJ. She's not going to get enough energy to fire her skill turn 1 as tank. Not before she goes. That's something you got to think about. Okay, then let's go with Steven's idea, which is swap Lorelei for Valkyrie. She's not that under-leveled. This Valkyrie only caps at 260. So he's got room to move. Keep gift on Verthandi. Keep energy here. Yeah, throw in Valkyrie over Lorelei. Lorelei right now is too slow to do anything major, so she's actually not helping the team a lot. She's certainly not going to help against other T4s, so her damage is not a big enough factor compared to Valkyrie's debuff on her skill. But will Valkyrie ever get to fire? That's my problem. Valkyrie may never get to actually fire. That's like my only thing holding me down from really pushing Valkyrie. I really think that Valkyrie at this point is too slow and too low level compared to the rest of the team to be useful. She'll never get to fire her skill, which drops their attack by 20%. The only thing she'll get to do is heal when someone dies. But if she's the one that dies, how much does that help? I'm really not 100% sold either way. Bankapu, Aegina is generally better, but Detlaf has high points in special situations. It's hard to say that one is definitively better, but Aegina is more reliable. Kurt is squishier than Valkyrie, so Kurt will take the revive, and then Valkyrie will die. So that one's kind of iffy. And Aegina is squishier than Valkyrie as well, so one of these two is going to die before Valkyrie. But why are you pushing T2s instead of T4s? Zelkova Valkyrie is still a better tank than all of the rest of the team. Alright, Sean, let's say this. Try out swapping Valk for Lorelei now. And put back in Lorelei maybe at T2 to replace Kurt, maybe. Kurt, you realize that this is a T4 Freya, right? This means that he's fighting T4s. This means that these T1s die. Even with all of that reduction, T1s die. But so what Steven is saying is that put all of your fodder into Valkyrie. Stop building T1s evenly. Focus on one at a time to T4. In your case, it should be Valkyrie. Definitely. Like, I don't care if you get more 9-star fodder. It should wait until you get copies of Valkyrie. You are at a position where it's okay to use Moonstones to buy more Valkyrie as well. Hung, well, he's also got no aura, so there is that. So, for now, swap Lorelei to Valkyrie, focus all of fodder into Valkyrie moving forward, and work with that. And once you've done that, focus everything into Verthandi, because you need a better tank. If you're gonna stay off aura like this, then you got a choice. That's your choice. Valkyrie would love to be the next one, but you need to focus on T4s. Victor, in PvP, the idea is once you've got T4s, it means that everybody else has the same number of T4s that you are competing against. It means that your entire competitive arena like field will be at similar team as you. Ritzy, you only get guild coins when you kill a boss for the first time. If you killed all those low-level bosses in your guild already, you will get 0 when your guild fights them. Okay, so your goal is to get Phoenix to tank. Of course, that's always the goal, but getting there is hard. But for now, you have pigeonholed yourself off Aura. That's what it looks like. So keep this, keep Valkyrie, focus on a T4, and eventually bring back in Phoenix. But getting these people to T4 is more important than getting Phoenix up. Alright, so this team, Cassio, no. They're too expensive. Alright, so I'll give it a 6.5, maybe? This is a hard one. It really is a hard one. I don't like some of your choices, but you can fix this. Also, you have so many Kurt copies. It's not fair. It's not fair. Alright, next is Minato Namikaze. Alright, change team position or composition or pull keys. Should you make 6-star Ripper or fodder him? Okay, let's see here. Your composition, well, you didn't... Oh, wait, yeah, you did. Here we go. Here's your team. Charbel, he should be pretty good, but we have no idea. Luna or Aegina for 9? Probably Aegina. Alright, composition-wise, you're fine. X-Death potentially can be a sacrifice tank because he burns the whole team, but that's fine too. Oh, I opened it twice. Whoops. Let's see. I would avoid making the Ripper because he's not good. Hey, Seth. Smile Detlef also fails if he hits Valkyrie and sets off her 30%, and then he does 1 damage with his skill. So he has a lot more fail situations than Aegina. So Aegina is better. However, if Detlef does manage to go off, you generally win. So he is a bigger table turner if the coins fall in his favor. But Aegina is more reliable. Alright, so let's see here. What are your options? Do you pull keys? If you really, really want to pull keys, I would stop at 40 or 80 to get the first couple of reward tiers and try to save the rest. Because ultimately your goal is to pull entire rounds of keys. But if you need progress, which you do, that's right. Pull 40 to 80 and stop there. As a team, this team is not terrible. Medusa's good. Vivienne is good. Reaper, I'm not sure how good he is at 5 stars still. Let me take a look. How does he do at 5 stars? Oh, he still heals. Okay, he's fine at 5 stars then. He used to do damage when heroes died, but that went away. So now he's actually solid at 5. Oh yeah, he still does damage to enemies when people die. But he still heals and gets stronger when heroes die, so he's fine. Martin is not that good. Exchange Khalil for Reaper. Khalil is only good at 6 stars. So don't worry about Khalil yet. When Khalil hits 6 stars is when his damage buff, or his death buff, comes in. Sang, no, I got a cat hair in my nose. It's very itchy. Sean, just switching out Valk for Lorelei is fine. Don't worry about positions. Fat Pack, when Freya petrifies people, she gains 30% attack. 35? Something like that. So, if she lands her petrifies, she has higher attack, and then Detlef hits her. Gah. I swear I only get itchy noses during planet trials. Maybe it's a stress thing. Or not planet trials, sorry, team critique. I only get it during team critiques. Okay, so, team is fine. I don't think you have anybody that's better. Rulia was a good option, but you've got her only 4 stars, so she's fine. So this team is good. Keep this team. You would try not to focus too heavily onto Bloodtooth and X-Death. The other 4 are fine to take up to 9 or 10 stars. This team, if I have to rate it, so Arabic name, if you look below, there is a link for a tier list. It is constantly updated. Pyro, she has to land it. It doesn't count if it gets resisted from a bubble. Then she didn't actually petrify them. Ezekiel, I'm not taking team questions outside on team critique days, sorry. Um, 5.5 maybe? 5.5. It's decidedly average. 5.5. Well, Medusa's so easy to get, and he does have Bloodtooth. Okay, we'll give it 5. Zelkova, I will... The only reason that I would swap off damage reduction at T2 is if I want to guarantee that that hero dies first and enables Skuld's Revive. That sounds like something very silly, but when I'm working with Planet Trials or Den, when you're fighting like really high level enemies, sometimes you want to guarantee that the revive is used on someone important, like what is it called? You want to guarantee that either Valkyrie or Freya or Aegina or Detlef or one of them, you want to make sure that they die first in order to use up the revive, rather than allowing someone like Dro to die first and revive. That would be wasted. I'd rather have the death go to someone important so that they can come back and do their damage. So those are very specific situations that I would change damage to damage reductions, but in general, because the meta is burst heavy, damage reduction is safer. It helps to prevent you from getting wiped out on turn 1 by average teams. And that's what really makes it so important to have a double Phoenix right now, because that gives you so much burst that it overcomes even the damage reduction. Cassio, he can one-shot a Valkyrie, sometimes. Minato, take Medusa up. Don't make 6 stars unless they're at least decent heroes at this time. Cassio, so honestly, Victor, I will try to do as far as I can. I, honestly, T3 Undead, I go back and forth, non-stop. Depending on what I'm fighting, depending on who I'm fighting, I will go back and forth. I don't think one is always better than the other. Sathya, because the key event has not started. Never ever pull gold keys outside of the key event. Ever. Alright. So, moving down, next is Cairo. God, why is my nose so itchy? And that made it worse. That made it worse. Okay. Aha! Someone did ask about event feathers. If you can't reach Lorelei for free, buy gold keys. Fodder Medusa for Hester? Yes, but you're gonna fodder that Hester too. I mean, for undead, the thing is, if you know you can kill someone, depending on what you're fighting, if you know that you can get an early kill, then you want the one on death. If you know that it's going to be a tough, drawn-out battle that you may or may not get a kill, then you got to use the 30% damage. The itch is on the outside of my nose. Outside, not inside. It's on the outside of my nose, and it's pissing me off. Ugh. Okay. Zach with normal feathers, Verthandi. All the way up to T4 if possible. Where's Teddy? Teddy! Teddy! That's Teddy. Here is Teddy Cat. He's chilling with me. And if you want Amelia Cat, there is Amelia Cat. She's chilling over there. So, I got 2 cats. Alright, so, Unity, okay. Any options? Back into my life. Why? You can get a Themis from keys, and you can never get a Themis from eyes as event reward. So why are keys not more value? If I was allergic to cats, I wouldn't have gotten cats. Yeah, okay, let me rub it one more time and then I'm gonna stop. No more touching my nose. Alright, no more nose touching, but now my nose is red. Okay. You don't have options, so this is a team that is fine to go all the way to 10 stars. I'm not allergic to cats. I think it's something that comes up from team critique, is that I'm trying too hard to rush and I get like anxiety and then something happens, but I don't get this anywhere else, so I don't understand. It's really random. If you really think about it, and the value of a key is about 60 to 80 gems, and the value of a miracle eye is 300 to 400, yes, keys are worth more in pure gem value. I touched my nose again. Keys are worth more in gem value. However, that's basically saying, okay, so you need 330 keys versus 80 miracle eyes, 83 miracle eyes. So that's basically saying, oh god. Is Lorelei better than Dro? Yes. Clean the brims of my glasses. So it's basically saying 83 miracle eyes is equivalent to 160 keys. So we're saying that a Miracle Eye hero is half as much as a Gold Key hero. Argon, because the key event is not active. Never pull gold keys out of the key event. If we don't consider gem value, you're basically rating how strong the hero is. And I'm comparing, it's equivalent to 1/2 of a hero. Like 1/2 of the progress. And therefore, if the eye hero is half as good as the key hero, then it's honestly about even. So I don't know. That one's tough. I just pull keys to be safer. Keys are not always the better value. It depends on the cost. If the Miracle Eyes were cheaper than 150, if they were like 100 or 120, they would be the better buy. But when faced with a choice, honestly, keys are safer. Yeah, but you also have to factor in that now we need to go for multiple rounds. You have to go multiple rounds with keys, otherwise you're wasting most of the effort. With the new up chest, you have to. 2 rounds to get an extra copy. 2 rounds is the minimum you gotta pull to guarantee an extra copy. The new cleric from Eyes or Miracle... from... Wait, did you just say from Eyes or Eyes? It's only from keys. Heaven or Hell heroes will never be available in the Miracle Eyes. Bang, the safe choice is always keys. But this is a very deep discussion that we have to have between the value of eyes versus keys. I maintain that eyes in general are a better value. Or not eyes, sorry, keys are a better value. But Lindbergh's not that good. You're comparing Lindbergh in eyes to like Valkyrie in keys. How is that any comparison at all? Unless you're Pogi who wants someday to bring out the hidden value of Lindbergh. Smile, you know the same as I do. Oh, thanks, Zach. Alright, so back to this, which we have been ignoring. Alright, it wasn't Lindbergh. No, it was Lindbergh. Lindbergh was the last one. Because I normally vote Lindbergh, but I changed to like Nameless King or something, and it turned out to be Lindbergh, and I was wrong. Last Eyes was... Oh, Lindbergh is now... Okay. Monkey King was last one. Lindbergh is now. I forgot it's currently... You're right. Tetio, if that's your choice for our first T3, then yes. Okay, so back to Cairo. I'm off by a completely... Yeah, I changed to Zexanoth? Right. I changed to a big... I wanted to win big on our Nostradamus voting. Okay, so Cairo, honestly, the only thing you can improve is to get more copies of better heroes. Hi, Mr. Crosha. So more copies of Valkyrie, Skuld, Aegina. Not really Themis or Lindbergh. I think your team is fine where you are. And it's only going to be in who you get next. Unfortunately, you cannot control that. It's going to be very, very heavily based on your luck. 6.5. I could give it a 6.5. 6.5 sounds good. It's just below because it's still got Medusa and Vivienne. Thousands of Legion points. If you place top 100 in honor, you get 1,000, I think. If you win all of the bets, you get another 800 or so. If you win the championship bet, you get another 800. So if you can place top 100 in honor, you can get like 2,600 in 2 weeks. So I think they're gonna keep the up chest for the entire key event. I like that. I really like that. Oh my god, my nose. I can't stop. I can't stop. Go faster so that I can finish and then I can stop. Alright, so this is KM Mortal. I might not get to too many teams today, guys. I'm sorry. Cut my nose off and burn it. Alright, let's do it. I don't have a knife. Alright, today I made Skuld T4. Who do I focus? Aegina, Monkey King, Lorelei. 2 energy. Okay. Gujin, how am I supposed to get those right now? I can't get them during the stream. Hungry Dro, Eyes will absolutely not be Valkyrie. Wash my nose, good call. I'm gonna try that. I'll be right back. Hi, Teddy. Only on these type of streams my nose gets really itchy and it's very annoying. Oh, she's gone. She is gone. Yikes. Okay, so he's got 2 energy, which I would put on Freya and Skuld and Dro. So you would like to have a 3rd one. Sayos, she's okay. Ross V, if your team is there and I critique it, you can watch it later on video on demand. It'll be on YouTube. And if you are in order and I get to you, you will be able to watch it there. Thomas, do you know how big event rewards are, though? free moonstones, free flags, free 5-stars. You're losing so much. You are losing so much. You're losing a guaranteed hero at 400. I mean, you would rather have one copy of Skuld than like one copy of Themis plus 30 flags, plus 30 moonstones, plus like 6 guaranteed 5-stars, plus, you know, all of that other stuff. And that's like saying you don't care about, you know, 10,000 gems worth of stuff for free. Okay, so Debraj, you want 3 energy at least for this team. Freya, Skuld, and Dro. If you have those 3, you can put another one on Phoenix. Who do you focus on next? Probably Lorelei, because Lorelei upgrade from Dro is way more important. Argon, it's every 2 weeks. The Aegina to Detlef upgrade is not as big as the Lorelei to Dro upgrade. Or Dro to Lorelei. And Monkey King, honestly, you can skip unless you absolutely need him. So, okay, so you want a 3rd energy, and you want to make Lorelei, and that's your call. And this team is very solid. We'll give it an 8. Cassio, it's not about skipping them. It's about not pulling outside of an event. Not even when the event is running, but just not pulling at all. Mythical, that's Reaper. He is pretty good. He's a very solid early T4, but after that, he's a very mediocre hero. Okay, washing my nose didn't help. Ooh, ice. Okay, Gujin, that's very detailed. But I can get ice. Okay, I'm gonna get ice. Man, that's so annoying. Ice helps. How about that? I have an ice cube in my Reaper at 8-star. He's okay. Uh-oh, what happened here? Alright, this is Sarav Sikka. Ah, we gotta go faster. Wow. This is an 8.5. A Vandette, I really want those. Tetio, if you convert, you lose them all. If you break them down, you get them back. Okay, so his question is, do I pull 2 Themises? So Sarav, if you pull Themis now, it's with the knowledge that you will be missing out on Azathoth next time. Take it easy, Eon. Thanks for stopping in. Jack Rilia is one of the best tanks in the game at 6 stars. But beyond 6, it's not that good. So Sarav, it depends on how many keys you have. How much you want to do, and pulling for Themis is fine. It's a great idea, but do it knowing that the next hero coming is Azathoth. Pogi, I'm skipping. I only have 300 keys. I can only pull 1 copy of Themis, and it's not worth it. I don't believe 1 round of keys is worth it anymore. 6 Rulia or 6 Verthandi for tank. Verthandi I still think wants to be 7 to 8 before tanking. Jack, you can use any of the good tanks. I pulled for Valkyrie. I pulled three rounds for Valkyrie, which I don't regret because it got me a Phoenix, I guess. This is Azathoth. I pulled on my alt on stream, I think. Let me see. My alt has 461 keys. So my alt pulled 2. I'm no good. So yeah, if you pull Themis, at least Themis will be usable. So that is it's not a bad idea, but remember that Themis is hard to use without like double skull, double phoenix. So it's like, it's okay, but I think that you may struggle a little bit making Themis work. Lorelei also helps her a lot by making them slower and allowing allowing Themis to fire. I'm not touching my nose, I am wiping it with ice. This is actually helping. Cassio, it takes 3 weeks to save up for 1 round of keys. So 9 weeks. So go ahead and pull Themis, just be warned that she may be difficult to use. If you think that you can make use of her, go ahead and pull. You know, it's very, very hard to tell people how much they are worth because they are so hard to use. Kurt and Themis both are so hard to use that you may not be able to use them. I don't know. I don't think you necessarily have enough to support using Themis right now. Pyro, she really wants Phoenix to buff her damage. Otherwise, you work around it maybe with Ultima. If you're using Themis as support, you better have some really good damage alongside her. Oh my god, how many teams did I even do? I only did... Oh god, okay, we'll go faster. Alright, so your team... Eight. I'll give it an 8. I think that Pogi, the reasoning is that now that everybody, even the average players, are reaching full T4s, we realize that the only thing that gives an edge is speed. That's why Lorelei is becoming so prevalent. And now once we've reached like the peak, when everybody is at an even level, it's gonna be something like Ultima, which bumps you up over the top. And I think that that's something that needs to be looked at. Ultima was amazing back in the 9-star, 10-star days. Don't get me wrong. When everybody had the same team, Ultima was the answer. Cock 123 CAC, if you play peaks, you're getting 80 keys a week. Everybody, every player, new or old, over level 75 is getting 80 to 90 keys a week. And any more that you get is from Fuse and stuff like that. Willy, I say don't put too much thought into it. They're pretty random. Ultima with Unity. I don't think Ultima is really a Unity hero. I will be building Ultima someday. Alright, so we'll give Sarav an 8. Just build... You can pull for Themis. It's fine. Just be prepared to possibly be disappointed. Gems in shops is I buy the 2,000 gold soul package every day. And that's about it for gems. Didn't Skull just get released as a hero award? Oh, you're saying Valkyrie and 7-star Dream Team is the same as a T4, honestly. It would be a 7-star Unity team. Detlaf, Dragon Ring, or Giant Lizard, they're interchangeable. They are totally interchangeable. It doesn't matter which one you have. Didn't Nameless King's name get... Isn't it in his story? No, I guess not. It's not. So his name is Null. Alright, next is Sway Lee. I gotta go faster. I'm nowhere close to where I should be. Nyan from next round of keys, not this round. Trial shops, I buy... I don't use any gems in trial shops. I buy purple souls and arena tickets for gold, and that's about it. Convert Argon, yes you can. Did I upgrade my Olivia? Not yet, because I didn't get to play yet. But I think I can get her to 10 stars today, once I actually play my Fuse event. Okay, so Sway asks, who do I build after I finish Unity? Oh man, his option is Lindbergh? Yikes. Alright, so you said Aegina T1, Kurt T1, Valk 10. Okay, don't worry about the second Valkyrie yet. You're finishing Unity with what? With Skuld? Or with Verthandi? Is it with Verthandi? Once you finish this basic Unity, it should be Lorelei should be the next upgrade. Lorelei or Aegina should be the next upgrade. If you want to build on Unity, that's all. Skuld? Okay. Giovanni, please read the giant red message to the left. Okay, so you're building it with Skuld. In that case, you know what? Wait. Please don't make T1s unless you know for certain that you're going to build them. Just build up fodder for now. Wait till you get copies of the hero and build them then. Let's say you make Valkyrie, or let's say you make Kurt T1, and tomorrow, next week, you pull 3 Aeginas. Well, you just wasted your fodder on Kurt. So, don't make T1s without a T4 plan in mind. That's the more important thing to think about. Will I still give an 8 to a good 6-star Unity team? Yes. If it is a perfect Unity team, I will totally give it an 8. Has nothing to do with what star level they are. Hey, Emo. So this team as a Unity, this will get an 8.5. This is solid. Honestly, there's no poor hero choices, and it's all a matter of waiting. Some fodder trapped in Phoenix and Saizo. I don't have any fodder trapped in my Saizo. Think about that. None. Because I don't have a Saizo. Oh. Oh, that's the answer. I never built Saizo. Hey, Ryan. Miller, I don't think so. I think Kurt is not worth it to just swap into a single Skuld, single Phoenix team. Not at this time. We just need to wait until the update. Wait until the whales have played with Kurt and seen how he's done. Um, I don't think Kurt fits into that team. Foddered Saizo? No, I never foddered Saizo. I just never made him. Come on, guys. Okay, next is Arpon. Saizo is decidedly mediocre, but he is getting an update. Hey, Ezwan. He is getting updated soon, in the next big update. I think they said Centaur, Saizo, and who was the last one? Somebody else is getting patched. I don't want to say Tiger King, but it was Centaur, Saizo, and someone else. Wolf Rider? Big whoop. We'll see. Just remember, they updated Mulan, she still sucks. They updated Shud Mel, she still sucks. They updated Mars, he's still mediocre. Just because they're updating them doesn't mean they're going to be good. Remember, it took them 3 tries. They updated Detlef 3 times. And he still sucked at 10 stars. It's only that his T4 upgrade was amazing that made him good. Remember that, okay? Detlef was trash at 10. He still is trash at 10. And that's after 3 updates. Poor Detlef, man. I don't know, Pogi. Remember, they updated Zexanoth too. Okay, well, Mulan doesn't suck, but she's still hard to use. Arpon, use the attack rune. Argon, Mars sucks before 10 stars. He sucks after 10 stars, but he needs to be 10 because he doesn't have stun on his skill until 10 stars. So make Lindbergh. But he's not that good either, so be careful. I do want to build Mulan someday, but I don't know when that will be. I have too many heroes to build before that. Medusa? Medusa already got patched. She was perfectly usable at 10 stars, so I think as far as they're concerned, they're done. Is Storm Attack better than Attack? Not anymore, now that gear comes with hit rate. Alright, so you've got... Wow. Why is okay. Okay. Verthandi should be first, but... Okay. I guess this is fine too. At least Phoenix revives. Okay. Dro next. And then Freya. Ripper to Reaper. Are you keeping Martin? Medusa is good up to 10 and that's it. See, Pogi, I disagree with that. New Detlef still sucked at 10 stars. Remember that. They reworked him 3 times at 10 stars. The T4 update was not is not a patch. It has nothing to do with his rework, because he was reworked before the T4 update happened. So that's not even comparable. Verthandi was a really good one. But Detlef, not so much. It's me. I like Aegina more. Okay. Reaper's a mediocre choice. If he's going to be your 4th T4, honestly, I think he's a bad choice. But he's better than Ripper. Ripper is trash. Martin is definitely trash. You say you're working on Dro next. I disagree. You should make Freya next. Dro is really not going to help you a lot right now. You know the sad thing, Pogi, is they succeeded after they gave up on him, kind of. Because when they were reworking him like crazy, he was available in like every other Miracle Eye event. And available in Secret Treasure, available all over the place. He was in Soul Shop, I think. as the bonus hero. And then once they finally gave up forcing him on us, he became good. How about that? Vandet, I think it's 10% of his current HP. So I don't think he can kill himself with it. Yeah, Pyro, but he wasn't always. Before, he wasn't there. So before that time, he was available as one of the special soul shops. You know how Aegina was in there? Not Aegina. Shudmel and Aegina were in there last week. He was one there and as a special event purchase. That's when Detlef was there. And they were pushing him on us. They kept putting him in every event. And they kept reworking him and he kept sucking. And so finally they got it right. Alright. So, Arpon, make Freya next. You can make Dro after that. I don't think she's anything special. I do not recommend you make Reaper after. Gujen, Ripper, like R-I-H, Ri, versus Reaper, R-E, R-E-E. So, there is a difference. If you say it too fast, it can be hard to tell, I guess. And if English is not your first language, it may be very tough to tell. But that's a more an experience thing, I guess. Alright, so yeah, don't make Verthandi, or don't make Dro your next T4. Alright, so if we rate Arpon, what do we rate him? A good 7? Sorry, Classics. I can only do like 40 max in one stream, and too many people submit for me to get to. On a merged server, how far are they apart? Back when I was playing, it's about 5 months. 5 to 6 months. Which is very, very significant. But I don't believe the time is that much anymore. Oh no, I think it is actually. 2 to 3 days between servers, and 64 servers, 4 to 6 months. Yeah, it's still about that much. 7? Yeah, I was thinking 7. Jack, I stream pretty much every weekday, but Taptap I do Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I do Team Critique every 2 weeks. Alright, go faster. My nose stopped itching-ish. Alright, how do I even say this? Do fishy drowny. Yes, wait. They can. Can't they? If their gills fail and they are unable to pull oxygen in from the air, they die. Time zone? I'm in Pacific time zone. It's 10:15 p.m. Suffocating, is suffocating different than drowning? I guess it is. Suffocating is no air. Drowning is specifically no air because of water. I don't know. I mean, it's technically drowning because they're pulling water in through their gills and they're not able to filter it and then they die. That's tough. I don't know. What a silly question. Alright, oh my god. Lazy loser, never pull gold keys out of key event. That's the short answer, and it's the only answer. Die through inhalation of water. But technically they are always inhaling water, and they are always submerged in water. Suffocation doesn't have to be, but drowning does. I think it's still drowning. Hey, Rowan. Alright, so, wow. You made a T3 Luna. You made a T3 Luna. Oh boy. Can you... Well, Giovanni, drowning itself has nothing to do with having lungs. Drowning, he says, is die through submersion in an inhalation of water. That has nothing to do with lungs. If they're dying because of gill failure, then it's not the same as the water killing you. That's more bodily function shutting down. So in that case, the cause of death would not be drowning. Classics, if you DM it to me, I can take a look at it out of stream. I probably won't get to it on there. Jack, they're just separate. If you play on one, you cannot play on the other. Not with the same phone. Fishes suffocate outside of water. Right, but what about if they die in water? But that would be gill failure, and then that wouldn't be drowning. Well, okay, if your lungs shut down and you die of suffocation, it's suffocation by lung failure. Huh, I don't know. Man, I don't know what to do with this team. He did not include his team, but we are going to assume that he's tanking with Luna, which I really don't want to give points to. So he has a good Freya. Oh no, he could be tanking with Walnir. Freshwater fish in salt water would be drowning, and vice versa, right? Willie, we're not concerned about they can die or not. We are concerned with whether it is called suffocation or drowning. Okay. So assuming you're tanking with Walnir and using Unity, now we have the same issue of you can use Khalil. If you are using a junk level Phoenix, which this is, you could just use Khalil. Which cat did I lose? Oh, I lost Amelia, but I got Teddy back. Teddy. Huh. Today we're going to discuss... So gill failure means they suck in excess water and they die because of the excess water. That is drowning. So maybe it's how the gills fail. Huh. I want to give this team a lower score. I really do. But what do you even focus on? Focusing on Skuld is the wrong answer. I would rather you focus on Phoenix, but I don't think you're ready to make Phoenix. My god, I don't know what you do with this turn. Level 171. I think he made some very poor choices. Monkey King is one of the best tanks in the game, if not the best. Jack. If they are out of water, it's not drowning. Verthandi, he's very, very far from, so he's not making Verthandi. Not while he's got Skulled up here. I assume that he's gonna end up tanking with Luna. So let's just say that if they die by gill failure, it could be drowning depending on how they die. But it isn't always drowning. So I would say they can drown, but but it's not drowning all of the time. Only some of the time it's drowning. Because by default, they inhale water. And if they inhale it and they can't process it and it blocks their... and they can't process oxygen out of it, they died from the water. So I would say they can drown, but not always. Oh yeah, Jack, Monkey King's a great, great tank. Seriously, he is an amazing tank. Alright, so I want to give this team like a 6.5, let's say. I don't know if he's tanking with Walnir or Luna, but I'm going to assume that he's tanking with Luna. Or actually, I'm going to assume that if he has Walnir at all, he should be tanking with Walnir. Monkey King he doesn't need a partner. He pairs with anybody. He's a solo powerhouse. He does huge reflect damage and he revives. And he petrifies, but I think that's only at 6 stars and higher. Let me confirm that. Nope, he petrifies at 5 stars. So yeah, he's a good solid tank with... This team is very bad. Alright, Jacob, Jeffrey Dro is better. Shoot T4 is quite useless. Okay, Jacob, finally you're here. New definitions of drowning from WHO. Nice. 5? It's better than a 5. We'll give it a 6. Okay, Jacob, you need to worry about finding a better tank. Walnir is not usable past 10 stars, and Luna honestly is pretty trash beyond 10. So you may want to focus on getting copies of Lorelei or Dro and converting. Lack of oxygen is respiratory impairment. No, the point is if they have gill failure, they die from respiratory impairment. That is the whole point of respiratory impairment. If their gills fail, they cannot breathe. They are unable to breathe. Luna over Dro at T4. So this is a debate that's been going on. To be perfectly honest, I disagree. I know Luna can be annoying, but I think that they are both annoying and Dro offers a little bit better support. Jeffrey, I say keys. So depending on how the fish dies, it can be drowning, but not all fish deaths are drowning. Some of them are suffocation. Hi, Naveen. Okay, so this team is hard to rate. Is it a 6? Let's say you're fighting against another team with 2 T4s. This team holds its own. Honestly. I think it does okay. Fish are always submerged, so the reason of not having... Wait. Drowning is the process of experiencing respiratory impairment from submersion or immersion in liquid. Okay, so by that definition, it can never be drowning. Because they never died because they were submerged in water. If they change that answer, if they change that, then they can never die by drowning specifically because they never died because they were immersed in water, because they cannot survive without being immersed in water. So the immersion in water can never be the cause of death. So based on that definition, I agree that fish can never drown. But if there are multiple definitions, then it kind of depends on how you do it. Oh god. Bao, that guy's last name, his name was Do Fishy Drowny, and then we ended up talking about fishes drowning or not. And he only gets a 6. Yeah, but Pogi, they would have been immersed in water regardless. The immersion in... Well, what if we immersed them in paint? Do they die because... Is that drowning? If you want to say that way. If I drop it in paint, that's drowning. They were immersed in a liquid that caused oxygen impairment, and they die. It said paint is liquid? Okay, so Phoenix, Valk, Freya, Lynn, Lord, Dro, 1 copy off T4 Phoenix, T4 Linden Det. Do you take out Dro and truck in Detlaf? You absolutely do not. If you have a choice to replace a 10-star with a T4, you do it. Gujen, Cruelty... Okay, but if we go by WHO who said liquid and Google who says water... Okay, what if you make lemonade and drop them in that? They'll die in that. What if you dropped them in ink? How about that? What if I dropped them in hydrochloric acid? You can't say person, though. Okay. Alright, so you will go off Unity and make Detlaf. Don't make Lindbergh. Don't make... Yeah, don't make Lindbergh. Make Phoenix first and then make Detlaf, but don't throw Detlaf in until he's T4. Off Ara only for Themis? No. Sorry, we sidetracked a lot today. I'm gonna do like 5 more, and then I think it's getting too late. I'm sorry, guys. Blame Jacob. A fish in H2O? Well, it should survive. Why don't make Lindbergh? Lindbergh right now is very unreliable. His skill can miss because assassins do not get hit rate. He can miss, plus his skill can miss. So he suffers a lot from just completely missing his skill. And there's just no way to fix that. If you pump hit rate on him, it's still not enough. Storm... I'm sorry. If you submit at the beginning of the stream and then leave, I will always get to it. So you don't have to be live to see it. You don't have to be live to have your team critiqued. Storm, if you DM me, I will respond. I just can't do it live on stream, that's all. Okay. So, you're gonna make Detlef. I could give the team a 7. I could give it a 7. I mean, you'll beat average teams. You won't beat a good Unity team, but you will... With full T4, it's at least okay. Also, Storm, if you are in the next 5 to 10, I would get to it today anyway. Drown more fish for the sushi. I do like sushi. 8 down? Okay, I'll get to it. I'll do 10 more then. Alright, guys. 10 more. Steven can't submit. He knows I'm going to drop him 0.9 points just because I can. Alright, Igor Augusto. And you don't have to stay. Like I said, if the next 10, you don't have to stay. If you watch the video on demand on YouTube, I will do it. You just have to scroll through to get to it. What the heck? Why did you do this, Gujen? There's 2 teams here, and I don't know which is... I'm going to do the first one. I'm going to do the first one. Okay. Valkyrie tank. This team gets a 1. Why are you tanking with Valkyrie and not Skuld? I don't understand the goal here at all. I mean, Skuld's revive is wasted on Lorelei anyway, so why not throw in the rest of the heroes? 18 more I don't think I'm gonna do. Sorry, Trunks. He's not fully trolling, he's only partially trolling. I don't know, 5? Seaweed is great. Dried seaweed is good, wet seaweed is good. I like seaweed. You give it a 7? I can't give it a 7. It's not that good. I'll give it a 6. 5.5, 6? I'll give it a 6. He just wants to do better than his, He just wants to do better than his 4 from last round when he got the biggest loser. Is it an under-leveled Valkyrie? Yes, but here people at this level can't ever max their stuff. It's gonna take him another 3 weeks to max level this Valkyrie. So this is like normal. You can't do anything with that. 6? Is it a 6? Can I give it a 5.5? I'll give it a 5.5. I feel like removing the heroes is a waste of effort. You should have at least just filled in the... Blood loss would count as suffocating? How is it that we deoxygenate blood? That's from 5? No, I'll give him better than a 5. It's Valkyrie. Even though Valkyrie's tanking, it's still Valkyrie. But Chimera is right. If you face a Freya and she petrifies you with her regular attack, you lose. So you probably should keep that Scold in front anyway. Or Monkey King too. Yeah, Monkey King would stop you too. Even a Shoot Mel would kill you now. You have no resistance to crowd control. So this team's so easy to stop. Shoot Mel is guaranteed to hit you because you have 4 people, and Shoot Mel hits 4. So guess what? You lost to a 10-star Shoot Mel. Alpha Dog, just go for keys. So yeah, this team just loses to so many situations. So we'll give it a 5.5 just because it's Valkyrie. Prinks, did you submit last time? No, you did not. Alright. Do you have more? No, you don't. Okay. Well, Gujin, you went up a whole point. And, Alvian, that is correct. Oh, okay. Yikes. It really is hard to understand how people can end up with nothing of a faction. Detlef is so easy to get. In the time that it took you to get all of this, how did you end up with no Detlef? At all. Like, none. How did you never make Detlef? Never made no Shude, no Detlef, no Aegina, no nothing. How did you do that? The only answer I can think of is that he foddered them. That he foddered Detlef and just didn't get lucky with Aegina. So, Pogi, we can say that you can suffocate the brain with blood loss, can't you? Isn't that like you can suffocate the brain? Okay, so you foddered Shude. But that's not possible, Jelson. Detlef is on the advanced wheel. Detlef is in the soul shop. How have you not been buying Detlef from the soul shop repeatedly by this time? How did you end up with 0 copies of Detlef? No, Pogi, a stroke is suffocation of the brain, isn't it? Not stroke. The brain dead one. The one that I mean, at that point, I guess the cause of death is the brain shutting down and the muscles not working. So you don't die from the stroke itself. The stroke is what causes the rest of the body to fail and then you die. But suffocation then would be the cause of the stroke. But it wouldn't be the ultimate cause of death. So that one's, I guess, tough. That's different than comas. Okay, so I find it hard to believe that you have managed to fail so hard at getting Detlef, but that is rip. If you focus on getting Detlef, you can replace Verthandi and do that. Willie, the different person. The 8 Valk guy was the last one with only 4 people. Argon, it is keys for Themis. And nothing else. There's no other event with it. Right. So suffocation is what caused the stroke. But it's not the cause of death. So that one is actually very tricky, huh? You have a Gina Detlaf 10-star now? Wait, so when... But you didn't give me that in this picture. Okay, well, make Detlaf first. Or if you can make a Gina first, then make her. Whoever you can do. But don't level one of them until you know that you can take them to T4. And in general, Detlaf is the easier one. I will not be able to make wait, team name Sapphire or username Sapphire? I'm only going to do 9 more. Okay. When should Verthandi tank? Always. You foddered... Okay. Right, so you're ready to make them, but you shouldn't make anyone past 10 unless you're planning to make them T4. So... I guess at that point, Detlaf would be the easiest. Aegina would be the best. Anyone else would be based on copies. That's my answer. I really think Detlaf should be, or Aegina should be the one. But Aegina is harder to get. So it's probably better to work on Detlaf, knowing that you will eventually get there from Soul Shop. But it's your call. Whoever you have, whoever you get more copies of is the one that you're going to want to work on. Do not just level people to 10 and beyond without knowing that you will get them to T4. Because you cannot use anyone on this team that is not T4. So just be very careful. This team... 7.5? I'll give it a 7.5. Just off Unity... So just off Unity score. It's a good team, but just off Unity. Okay, next will be Madman PH. So I said 10 more, right? So that's 2. Okay. Okay. Hero positions in your opinion? This is what makes my nose itch. I want to suggest Skuld tanking just because... Okay, so put Medusa first, put Skuld second, put Valkyrie third, the backline do whatever you want. You don't have a tank, so you are going to... Valkyrie should never ever be a tank. You converted Vegaseer for Dro, save for Phoenix to convert Medusa. That's great. That's a great plan. But with this team as its current state, Pogi suggests tanking with Medusa, which is a good idea. So Medusa, then no, actually. Medusa, then... If Medusa's going to waste the revive, Skuld doesn't need to be the tank. So actually, you know what? Medusa first, Dro second, then Valkyrie. Put Dro up second because she's the second most useless. Keep Skuld in the back somewhere because... By the time that they get through Medusa and Dro and one of them revived, probably Freya will have either destroyed them or you're going to die anyway. That's my take on it. CCP, if you don't have a 6-star team, pull your Miracle Eyes in Horde or Undead. It's not that Dro is useless. Take a look. She's only T3. She's low level. She's under leveled and she's under star. Therefore, she's Therefore, she's basically useless on this team. She's not comparable to the T4s, that's for sure. So, Medusa tank, Dro second, Valk third, throw the rest in the back. This team, oh my god. This team as it stands... Five and a half? In its current state, 5.5. If you change the team order, it would go up to like a 6. But it can't be a 7. Not without a solid tank. Tanking is quite important. I'll give it a 6. 6.5 is high. Remember that I'm not rating what he could do with it. I'm rating what he is doing with it right now. And right now, he has a Valkyrie tank. So, by changing the team order, the score goes up. With the team in this order, score is low. That is purely the answer. By position alone, he lost that 0.5 point. Then... AG, yes, Phoenix would go in front. So just by team position alone, you lost points. So you can consider yourself a 6 with an asterisk, maybe? 6 if you had better team position. That's what you get, a footnote. All right, next is collar. Harsh, I will get to it if it's in the next 6. Medusa for Khalil. Khalil doesn't go past 10 stars. Remember that. He doesn't even go to 10. Pogi, I have never reduced you half a point to injustice. I reduced you 0.38 points to injustice. And it's not even injustice, it's justice. It is justice. Okay. Interesting. Okay. No, you can't do that. I corrected it. I said justice. You are taking me out of context. That is the true injustice. Argon Khalil is fodder. He's just a fodder that has potential use as a filler. No, I have been... Oh, so this is what it means. This is what it feels like to be taken out of context. Basic team. You know what? I can give this a 7. Verthandi is strong. That's end of story. Verthandi is strong. Against a single T4, she's gonna do really, really, really good. So, this is not a bad team. The Verthandi alone makes it. Working on Dro next is not the best option though, so try to choose another hero to take to T4 next. I believe I gave Pogi a 8.62 before. I think that's what I gave him. Yeah, go ahead. If I didn't get to you this week or this round, go ahead and submit next round. I'm only gonna go from everyone that I rated this event. Argon, honestly, Auto Heroes is just so mixed right now. Like, it's so bad after the update that I don't know. I don't want to put a lot of effort into it right now. Verthandi is a really, really good first T4. Verthandi, Reaper, Monkey King, are probably some of the best options you can get if you can't make Skuld or Valkyrie or Freya. Like, those are the long-term choices that are amazing, but if you can't make those, Monkey King, Reaper, Verthandi are just, they're so good as early T4s. Alright, this is plays. Naman, are you just trying to flex now? Because you know how we feel about good luck here. Okay. So this guy, art is separate. I don't mind the art. But I mind that it has become almost unplayable after the update. They went from going to slow progress to no progress. Best convert for Aegina is either Dizzy-Awana or Cursed One. Alright, so I almost suggest right now using this Medusa to take Verthandi to T2. Hey Shreyas. And just focus as much as you can into Verthandi. Verthandi as your first T4 will be amazing. Who should you convert to get Reaper is going to be the same. You have Verthandi. I would keep Verthandi. Verthandi is very solid. As long as you have use for her in your main team or in honor, you should hang on to her. Because she's a hard one to top. UV, if you are more than 6 away, I'm not getting to it this round. If you look at the Discord chat, you can see where I am. I am doing someone named Plays, and if you're not within 6 of that, it's too late. Alright, so this team is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. I give it a 7, 6.5, 6.5. Verthandi's a little bit too low to be the centerpiece of this team yet. Alvian, because he's T4, he heals when someone dies. He gains attack when someone dies, which 5 people are going to die before him. So by the time that his whole team is dead, he's back up to full life, and his skill does bonkers damage. He is just so crazy if he's the solo T4. Sanasam Zexanoth was already reworked once. Chances are low that he will be reworked again, but it could happen. Sorry, UV, there's just... You know what? Blame Jacob. Blame Jacob. Hey, Solchak. Dro is tank just to provide a buffer for Verthandi before Verthandi takes over as tank, that's all. Not because Dro is meant to actually tank. Argon, she revives someone else. Whoever dies first, Skuld revives. And you won't see a revive animation so much. Oh wait, no, you do. They come up with like little wings, I think. It's hard to see, but... the first person to die gets revived. There's no actual animation to it. They just... Their HP drops and comes back. Or they get hit and their HP just changes. And you have to know that they got hit by a big hit and they died and revived. Trollcraft, it depends on who your T4 is. Alright, so we'll give this guy a 6.5. It's not so bad, but focus on that Verthandi. I think now that the key odds have changed, its Chief Gift is impossible. I think Chief's Gift is completely impossible at this time. But hey, it's just a frame. It's just a frame, so it's not like it's a big loss. And as far as personal experience goes, getting the 4 heroes, the 4 5-stars in Miracle Eyes is impossible. Personal experience. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I've seen people do it on stream and it makes me very upset, but I can't do it. Your T4 is Freya, then your next one should be Verthandi. Honestly, Dro is almost never an option as an early T4. She is always a, I've got no one else to build, so I might as well build Dro. Okay, so here we go. This is, look at this team. This is what Gujen's team could have been. Look at this. So I'm going to take Gujen's team, and I'm going to give, because it's like this team gets like a 6, 6.5. But Gujen could not, because he decided to use Valkyrie as a tank and take out heroes and all of that. Gujen could have had this team. And instead, just look at that, Gujen. Just look at what you could have had. I'll give this a 7. Yeah, 7. It's got Phoenix, it's got Skuld, it's got a strong Valkyrie. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I ran out of space. Gift code is gone. Just look at what Gujen could have had. He lost 1.5 points to this. Argon Medusa is too slow, too squishy. There is proof that 10 stars are stronger than T4 Medusa. She did not scale well to T4. So unfortunately, she's just bad. So Pogi, you'd rather lose 1.5 points to bad decisions than 0.5 point to injustice? Fair, fair. You are a man of morals. I can see that being your fight. Alright, your next T4 is Freya. Solid choice. Hopefully you are able to do Phoenix after that so that you can have a tank. There is nobody below 5 today. We're doing good. People are learning well, so we have done 6. 4 more. Nice, Jack. He's a solid choice. Uh-oh. Wait. UV, I don't think that you are in the next 4 or so. I'm sorry. Below 5 is like you have crazy star differentials, like you're using 9 stars plus 5 stars or something, or you're using like Ripper T4 and Medusa T4 or something like that. That's what a below 5 means. Like your decisions were so egregiously bad that there is, like, you will lose 2 teams of the same star level. That's kind of what the rating is how good you do against teams of similar levels. So if you have one T4 and it's a strong one, you're going to do very well against someone that has a bad one as their first one. And since you are considered even level players by the same decisions, one person ends up worse. Dro T3 talent. I use the one where if she crits, she does poison. Jack, not to end game, but to very, very late game. Alright, so this is Despair. I'm only doing 4 more, guys. Trollcraft, I rate each team independently of all. My own team, I'd give it like an 8.5. That's pretty much it. Perfect 10 right now is hard to say. But probably something... There's so many teams that could do it. Like double Phoenix, double Skuld, Kurt Lorelei. Or even double Kurt, Skuld, Phoenix, Valk. Something like that. Something with double Skuld or double Phoenix and or Kurt or Themis. And or multiple Loreleis or something like that. Jack, you would eventually switch him for Freya, but only if you have another tank at that time. Okay, better build Valk 10 or T4 Verthandi. The answer is always T4. Always. Bale Unity, I think, would be 9. I think I hold myself back with that. Bale Unity would be... like better than mine. I don't think that makes any sort of a difference. I think definitely make Verthandi next. And what is this Medusa? Why does he have a Medusa? Oh my god. Man. I'll give it a 7, actually. No, you know what? 6.5. It would have been a 7 except for Medusa. Unity, perfect unity at this time is Phoenix, Valk, Skuld, Lorelei, Aegina, Bale. That's perfect unity. Yeah, but Pogi, you're not even on the island, so nobody cares anymore. Think about that. I don't even fight that team. Nobody on GT1 has that team. I couldn't even try to fight it if I wanted to. So I'm just like, I'm not in the same ocean as you. Or I'm not in the same lake as you. Let's say that. Lindbergh, I don't know. I don't know what happened to it. They just killed it. Maybe they finally decided it looked dumb and it had a dumb name. What was it, like Mesozoic Man? I don't know. Or maybe it's coming like in the next wave of... I said lake, but you hear what you want to hear, I guess. They have killed all information about the Aiden skin. Frank, unfortunately, I'm not going to go into team details outside of team critique today. Sorry. All right, 3 more. Swanbach. I'm really curious what they're going to do with that Lindbergh skin, or Aiden skin, because I didn't like it. But they have to release it. Oh, wait, he asked about energy. No. He needs to work on Verthandi. All right, Swanbach. Man, people in there... I don't think this Skuld helps. I don't think this Skuld helps. Pogi's team is Ultima, Verthandi, Valkyrie, Skuld, Bale, Aegina. Am I right? Ultima, Verthandi, Valkyrie, Skuld, Bale, Aegina. I think that's his team. Lorelei, not Aegina. Okay. Close. Jack, you can use both of them together. Just remember that if you really, really struggle for a tank, Monkey King is a better one to level. But if you've already got someone else that you can tank with, work on Freya. Monkey King is only there as a solo performing tank if you have nobody else. He's the best pure tank, but the problem is that as an early player, you will not be able to level them both. It will be too hard to get hell fodder to level up both of them at the same time, so you have to pick and choose which one you want. And it is easier to get a mediocre tank and keep Freya as a top tier damage dealer / control than it is to keep Monkey King as a great tank and find someone else as a great damage dealer. Update today in the Chinese server. We could get it next week. We could get it next week. Take it. Good night, Trollcraft. Alright, so this team... I don't know that Skuld helps here. I might consider just putting back in Aegina to finish Unity. Because I don't think the Skuld helps. Skuld is going to waste her revive on herself, and because she's so slow, she probably will never fire. I don't think that it matters. So I would probably put Aegina back here. I'll give this team a 7. Go back to 7.5 with Aegina. So this is 7.5 with an asterisk. I wonder, actually, will we get it? Will we get all of the new updated information tonight? Wow. You know, Smile, one of these days I may ask you how to set up that VPN with the thing. Good night, Jack. Thanks for stopping in. I may set up an account on Chinese servers just to find out. All right, 2 more. Stormarn, are you still here? I told you I'd get to your team, and I did. Not today, maybe this weekend. Okay, Stormarn Jr. Let's look what you got. Yeah, but he's French. Okay, let's see here. Probably this weekend sometime I'll look into it. God, I remember dying so hard to the Khalil Reaper combo back in 10 star. That was so hard to fight back then. Alright, so let me see. Khalil first, then Grand, then somebody, then whatever. So Khalil first, then Grand. You've got 1 Lindbergh, 1 Monkey King, 1 Bale, 1 Dro. Okay, you could replace, you could get Dro to 9 and throw out Grand and tank with Verthandi. It's not going to make a huge difference either way because you're still tanking a 9 star against a T3. But if you do that, you can then fodder this Grand to make something else. Maybe to make Verthandi 10 star. Can you get PTSD from Taptap? Oh my god. Oh my god. Do I have it from all the other games I played? Is it negatively affecting my entire life moving forward? Oh dear. Okay. Stormarn, you did not give me your team, unfortunately, so I'm guessing what your order is. Oh wait, here we go. Just foddered Medusa, foddered Grand. Oh, I see. Grand tank is better. Fodder Reaper, add Aegina. Focus is Freya. Made Valkyrie anyway. Okay, let me see. If Verthandi had a... Hi, Bruxo. If Verthandi has Gift, she'll do fine as tank. But quite honestly, with a 9 star tanking, you're not looking to do great anyway. All they're doing is wasting time until Valkyrie kills them all. That's the whole goal. So if your next focus should not be Freya. Your focus should be Verthandi at this time. And if you can get Gift, Scorching Sun, Bone Grip, one of those, it'll be amazing. So finish Valkyrie to T4 and then focus on Verthandi. You got Bone Grip? Great. Great. totally use that on Verthandi and fodder away the Grand. God, I want a Bone Grip. Bang, it should be Valkyrie. My alt has Bone Grip. I can't get one on my main. James, absolutely not. You can level them up to 9 stars and then fodder them. You'll need them to level up a hero to 10 stars and higher anyway. Or if you really want, you can wait until the update comes and you can break it down to get the fodder. I have 18 fewer Bone Grips than I have Phoenix copies. Take that. Okay, so Stormarm, you've got a direction. Fodder Grand, try to make somebody 10 stars. Aegina is infinitely better than Reaper. At your point where Reaper is already no longer the first T4, you gotta focus on Verthandi. You can fodder Reaper at this time. Jonathan, Gift is better. Verthandi or Monkey King for Bone Grip. If you're tanking, put it on whoever you're tanking with. If you're gonna put up Monkey King in front, which you shouldn't use Monkey King at all in that team. Rubber Soul, you can convert Shoot. The problem is, it's just really hard to stop single Reaper T4. It's just hard. There's no way around it. Everybody will struggle to fight it. The only answer is to make multiple T4s. That is honestly the only way to fight it. There's just nothing you can do about that, unfortunately. So your focus, like I said, Valkyrie first, then Verthandi. Detlef. Who's faster? Let's find out. Alright, 10 stars. Detlef is 1191. Reaper is 1189. Detlef could do it. If Detlef manages to fire his skill first, he could do it. But he will suffer from having no support from the rest of his team. So unless he crits, it might be game over. Jack, you should not be pulling keys right now. But yes, that's a great pull. So Detlef is one answer, but if he doesn't have Phoenix or Skull to buff his damage, he may not do enough damage to kill Reaper. That's a very big struggle. True, I think? Let me see something. His basic attack hits the enemy with the lowest HP. That's gonna be the tank. So his normal attack will buff Reaper. Okay, you've got one problem there, Pogi. You've got a huge problem there. His skill will hit his normal attack will hit someone else. That will activate his T3, which no matter what you do is going to kill some of the other people, and therefore his regular attack is going to buff up Reaper huge. So that is something that is a very significant problem. So you would have to control his T3, and then it would have to be the one that the second one, the one that the first one. No, you can't do it. Both of them is guaranteed to kill one. That's a tough one. His T3 may make that unworkable. JC, Themis is not good outside of double Phoenix, Valk, Skuld, Aegina, all T4. It'll be okay. That's a pretty solid team, yeah. James, I'm not going to take team questions on Team Critique Day, sorry. Rubber, it may stay. Squalzy, it just means you didn't pull enough fodder. It's hard without pulling keys unless you have tons and tons of backup shards. You have to overfuse 5 stars like crazy. First hero to buy in Moonshop is not a hero. First thing you should buy is star shards. After that, buy whatever you need copies of to reach T4. Okay, so this team, you see, Gujen, you could have had this team. You basically have this team. But because this guy has better positioning and better options, he gets a higher score. Oh, man. I'll give him a 6.5. But if Valkyrie was T4, it could be a 7. So 10-star Grand, do whatever it takes. You can fodder this Luna too, by the way. So you can take Luna to 9 and then fodder her into Grand to make 10-star Grand, and then fodder that to make... Pogi, that's not necessarily true. If the rest of your fodder heroes are hitting the rest of their fodder heroes, their fodder is going to be lower HP than Reaper. Oh wait, I see what you mean. But, that's going to be very tricky. You're never going to put in Detlef alone. Good rune for Detlef is either attack or defense break. Depends on your artifact. Nobody's gonna go in with single Reaper. If they're... You wouldn't fight a single Reaper. Reaper alone you don't lose to. It's Reaper plus 5 fodder that you lose to. Reaper, single Reaper T4 is not that strong. He needs okay. Yeah. That's still a tough call. You might... The problem with doing that is what I discovered is that if you get hit by a random crowd control or something from the mooks, you die. Like if they've paired T4 Reaper with like a 10-star Freya and she petrifies you with your single attack, you lose. So no, single Detlef, too much weakness. Jack Rithondi is just a decent damage dealing cleric. She's a tank but only later on. So you can just use her, but she's not going to be major for you yet. Alright, so Stormarn Jr. will give you a 6.5. Next one is Samu. Last one for today. Sorry, guys. Blame Jacob. Ragnarok, the best artifact? No, Reaper does not want Ragnarok. Reaper comes with... Well, okay. He can use Ragnarok if they have Skuld, but if they don't, it's wasted. He already has 20 defense break. He only needs like 13 more to do max damage. So really, Gaia Bulga is better for him. Is it 30? I thought it was 20. Oh, it's 30, yeah. 29.6. I thought it was 19.6. My bad. He has 30. Gaia Bulga is arguably much, much better for him than Ragnarok, because Ragnarok is wasted on him as an early T4. Gaia Bulga comes with an attack stat. That's why it's better. Now, if you're using him on a full T4 team and they've got Skuld who is buffing the team's defense, Ragnarok is okay, but still wasted on him rather than someone else who does not have any defense break. Stormarn, that's still a pretty good ranking, honestly. Should we bump it to a 7? Should we be nice today and give him a 7? He's got Khalil. Reaper is one of the few Reapers. Nice. Okay, we'll just give you a 7. Why not? It's not that bad. Mook is a filler low star trash hero that just fills up space. Not a common word for sure, but Pogi does not use common words, so it fits him. Frank, no. All she's got to do is get stunned by a random hero, and then she can't fire her skill, and then she dies. Mook is not a... Oh, wait. Mook is not a factional thing. It's just a random word for a no-name scrub. Bang, put it on Valkyrie. Aegina would like energy if you can give her that. Okay, Alvienne, the thing is, all heroes have a natural 20 defense. You can't see it, but they have it. So if their defense is listed as 10, then they actually have 30. That's a base thing, it's built into the game. That means that if they have a stated 10 defense, Reaper destroys all of it. That's the maximum you can do. Defense break only works up to their defense number. So Ragnarok is good because it is almost impossible for anyone to actually reach 100 defense, meaning whoever uses Ragnarok does their own personal maximum damage at all times. But Reaper already does that. He just doesn't need 100 defense break. JCC, the most usable one is Lorelei. The most damaging one is Kurt. The most reliable damage actually is still Lorelei. Themis actually loses between the three. She's straight up in the middle. Okay, so Samu asks, what should be my next move? Who do I build and who do I not build? Alright, so here we go. This is a nice low-level team. Let's critique Samu. This will be what we go out with. Who do you build? Who do you not build? Wait, did he use that for you? No? Medusa and Aegina. Okay. Storm Arn. Yes. Yes. Focus on Warrior. I mean, you focus on whoever you're using. Because Warrior is now the core of your entire team, you should do Warrior. However, knowing that Verthandi is next, consider also going into Cleric Speed and Cleric Dodge, because she will be the tank. She already is the tank, so actually those should come first. Cleric Speed and Cleric Dodge should come first. After that, probably Warrior Dodge, and then after, just focus on Warrior. Alright, so this guy I don't think has a straight priority. Verthandi is someone that you can aim for because she's easy to get. And at 6 or 7 stars, consider making her a tank. Dro is a interesting choice, but I guess one of necessity. Foreign and Lone Hero are heroes that you should stop building because they're bad. So Medusa's okay here. Aegina's good. Verthandi's good. Aiden is actually not a bad choice if you get a copy of him, but honestly, it's going to depend on who you get copies of. Valkyrie with Ragnarok and attack accuracy rune much better than Gospel and Deathbreak rune, like significant? Yes. Yes, that is a significant difference. However, Gospel and Deathbreak is not significantly different than attack and Gaia Bulga. So, but Deathbreak with Gaia Bulga is pretty solid. So the order then would be Attack and Ragnarok, Death Break and Gaia Bolga, and finally Death Break and Gospel Song, in that order. You stopped leveling in Foreign and Lone Hero? Alright, dude, you're making the right decisions. No problems there. Minotaur is someone that you potentially can tank with as well. Could be a better option than Lone Hero, just to throw him in as tank. Hey Hassan. So Freya also you will be getting from when you hit level 100. Focus on her, focus on Valkyrie, focus on Verthandi. Those will be your 3 targets. Rag on Aegina. The thing about Aegina is energy makes her consistent. If she has Ragnarok, it's possible that she doesn't get to fire in turn 1 or 2, and then you end up not having enough damage. Putting energy pretty much guarantees that she will be able to fire by turn 1 or 2. That's it. It's just consistency. That's the same reason that you put Giant Lizard on Detlaf, is to get a higher consistent crit rate on him. So yeah, Samu, not bad start. Let's see, what will we rate you? I feel like this is a 5. 5.5 maybe? Maybe a 5. I think I'm gonna give it a 5. Decidedly average. But you can make Valkyrie 7, and then you wait 1, 2, 3. Probably want to keep Vivienne for Expedition. So you could make Valkyrie 7 already. Why 5? 5 is average. His team is decidedly average. He doesn't have a great tank. He has a strong star differential in his team. He's using 8 and 5s, but he's got good heroes, so that makes up for it. If he had this same star differential, but the 8-star was like a Wolf Rider and the 5-star was Valkyrie, then it goes lower. But because his 8-star is actually a decent hero, Valkyrie is 6 stars and max level, it goes back. It kind of is like a balance of ups and downs, and it comes out right in the middle. Damage over time does not crit. It's always the same damage every turn. Or it's always the same based on their attack every turn. Oh my god, it's 11:30. Alright guys, this will be it. So, we got 2 people with a 5. Should I even make a biggest loser? A 5 is not that bad. A 5 is perfectly solid. I don't think I want to rate anyone as a loser because we don't have anybody below 5 tonight. So I think I'm going to keep that. And there are no losers tonight. Congratulations. I consider that a job well done on my part and everybody in chat who helps out. Alright. Good night, guys. Thanks for stopping in, and see you guys next time. And thanks, Jacob, for giving us a very interesting distraction. Good night, everyone.